So with that, I'm going to talk a little bit about Nazia. She has a quiet determination, like I was talking about earlier, that is also empowering to everyone around her. She has such a caring nature that always seeks out that success in others. I'd like to present this year's award for salutatorian to Nazia Naima.
Good morning, classmates, teachers, parents, staff, and everyone in between. Wow, now that I think about it, never had I imagined that it would be an honor for me to complete an extra homework assignment and present it to a crowd of 300 people. Anyways, when I first stepped into this school, I was ready to leave because it wasn't Brooklyn Tech or Stuyvesant. My entire life, I've been brainwashed to perceive the idea that the best education lies under the roofs of these specialized high schools. But believe it or not, I started freshman year with dread and ended with full admiration. Coming from a private middle school where everyone looked and acted the same, I started the year feeling that it would be difficult to adjust to this new environment that had so abruptly invited itself. But if I've learned anything in the past 4 years, is that a good education doesn't only aspire to APs and extracurriculars. It also highlights the importance of being comfortable in your environment and making connections with the people around you so that you can utilize your knowledge for the real world. I was shocked to see how understanding students are towards each other and how they never hesitate to help those in need. The teachers and staff are also very kind and love communicating with the students because they believe it is an essential factor to building close relationships. In fact, they emphasize this so much that we even call them by their first names, something that is rare in public schools. Class of 2019, you should know that all of us in here wearing this maroon gown is what makes UAI so special. I think we can all agree that this is the best looking class that UAI has ever seen. So as long as we're in the building, UAI will continue to gleam amongst the brightest stars because we are that powerful. I'm so immensely proud of everything you have achieved and all of the obstacles you have overcome, especially in situations where you felt that it was impossible. I want to take some time to acknowledge all the ladies here who survived Miss Megan's AP Biology class and every other AP class because, girl, that was tough. It's mostly due to the fact that some of us had developed senioritis way too early for our liking. Others, like myself, have been diagnosed since 9th grade, and that is a whole other story. All jokes aside, I want to thank all the amazing teachers at this school who work day and night to ensure we receive the education we deserve, and that is not easy. So, can we please give them the attention they deserve with a huge round of applause? Little do they know, they spent the past 4 years with future leaders of our generation. Now, I want to thank Mr. Tom for always making me feel guilty for coming in contact with anything that is plastic. Thank you to Ms. Rebecca for making time out of her personal life and dedicating them towards the students she so genuinely cared for as her own daughters, despite the hardships she internally faced. Thank you to Ms. Judy for pushing through the after-school SAT prep classes, even though she stopped getting paid 20 minutes ago. Thank you to Mr. Jake for his awful yet clever jokes that never failed to not bore me in class, especially in a subject where I would rather flush myself down the toilet. I want to thank Ms. Danielle and Ms. Doris, the college counselors who paved the road for me, playing a huge role in my path to getting accepted to my dream college. Something I could only continue to dream about if it weren't for their expertise. These are just a few of the numerous teachers who have had a tremendous impact on my high school life, and I appreciate every single one of you for everything you have ever done for the sake of your students, even if it was a simple hello that made one person's day brighter. Class of 2019, we started from the bottom, and now look, the whole team's here. We went through hell and back to get to this point, and the truth is, it doesn't get easier from here. Some of us will continue to pursue an education and become doctors, lawyers, pilots, and so on. Others will start a family and raise young shining stars who will be the light of their generation. Whatever the case is, remember to persevere because even when it gets too tough for you to handle, Use this experience as motivation, a driving force that will allow you to race through the obstacles and reach the finish line with everything you've ever wanted. I want to end this speech by showing some appreciation to my friends. They continue to amaze me at how wonderful they are, and I'm always overwhelmed by their constant love and support. Lastly, I want to express my gratitude to my family who are in the audience today. I want to say thank you to my uncle, just because he threatened to not show up if I didn't. Finally, thank you to my parents, because without their intense Asian tactics, I don't think I would have been able to get to this special moment of my life. Amur Abu, I hope me standing here before you ignites a sense of pride for your first high school graduate, and to ensure you that you have been doing everything right since day one. My mother and father sacrificed their comfortable lives in Bangladesh and immigrated to America just so their children can attain an education and succeed. Therefore, everything that I do, every decision that I make, is for the sake of my parents as a way to pay back for their unconditional love and support. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to UAI, an irreplaceable gem that we've cherished for the past 4 years. Don't be too sad or nervous, because remember, you are the captain of your own life, and it only sails in whichever direction you allow it to. Thank you so much for enduring this, and once again, congratulations to an amazing and industrious class of 2019.